Here's a good one about a guy who kicks his girlfriend to the curb after she rejected his marriage proposal twice. Yeah, you heard that twice. He should have walked after the first time, but definitely the second one. And to no surprise, now he's the big villain in everybody's eyes. Titled, Am I the a-hole for ending my relationship after my girl said no to marriage? He says, I'm 41 years old. I've been dating my ex-girlfriend who's 39 for nearly 6 years. Our relationship was a good one. Not as good as you'd think. 4 years ago, I informed her family and her friends I was going to propose to her while we were on a family vacation and received their blessing and well wishes. So he says here 4 years ago he informed them. He made a mistake later on and meant that after 4 years of being in a relationship, he asked her. So we'll clear that up. So they gave him the blessing. He said, the night I proposed, I tried to make the night as memorable and perfect as possible. I asked her after a nice dinner surrounded by family, and she said, no, not yet. Not anyways. I was quite hurt, honestly, and went back to her room to think things out and not overreact. So what are some of the problems here? Okay, he proposed to her after 4 years. They're both, he was 40 then, she was 38, okay, 4 years. I would have waited longer, but then again, they're a little bit older, fine. He did it in a public setting. I hate those. Because, it's just ridiculous and all that. And some girls like that because they want a big show. But, you put people on the spot. But regardless, she turned him down. And after 4 years, if somebody, you propose to somebody, you think it's a good thing going, they turn you down and says, no, not yet, not anyway, yeah, I would walk. A few hours later, she came to the room and asked me what was wrong and why I left the group. What do you mean, what's wrong? I proposed to you in a romantic way, been together 4 years, and you turned me down. What do you think is wrong? You fucking gaslighting me? We had a very long conversation as to my feelings and her reason to deny my proposal. Turns out she didn't think I was ready for the commitment just yet. They've been together 4 years. Sounds like she's not ready. He's ready for the commitment, she's not. Sounds to me like she's probably hoping something better comes along. So I took her thoughts to heart and informed her I understand her reasoning. However, I was raised in a way where you take no for a no and not maybe next time. She asked me just wait a little longer until we're in a stable place. And I agreed. Smack! Well, let's see where this gets you. 8 to 10 months later, she started dropping hints that she was ready to be married. Saying things like, I can't wait for our wedding is going to be spectacular, I'm so looking forward to my dad walking me down the aisle, etc. Notice she's talking all about the wedding, the big party, the big show, where she gets to be the star, the center of attention. I don't hear anything saying, I can't wait to be married to you, to have a life as husband and wife, and that type of thing. Gotta pay attention to that. So she's making it clear she's ready to be married. This was all a little over a year after I proposed. I decided to propose again, this time just to us together after a wonderful date night. Okay, nobody around, no spectators. When I opened the ring box, she got really quiet and once again said, no, not yet, maybe a little more down the line. Are you effing gaslighting me? You've been babbling on about the wedding and all that, how excited you were about our wedding, and now you're turning me down again? No. After this second refusal, I fell out of love with her. It sounds cold, but it was the truth. We got back home, I slept in our guest bedroom, and spent the rest of the night thinking of our relationship. Next morning, she asked why I didn't sleep with her in a bedroom, and I told her the truth, and informed her I think we need to end the relationship. I informed her that I take marriage very seriously, and I do not want to be led on this time. This no was the final no on the subject. You can't blame the guy. He's now dedicated, he said now it's been 6 years they've been together or something. Well, 5, 6 years, whatever the fuck it is. That's a big chunk of your life. Don't waste your time. Cut your losses. It's like a bad investment that you know is never going to bring the money back. You cut your losses, take the tax loss, put that money somewhere else. I gave her a month to find a new place to live, and since then I've been receiving texts and emails from her friends and family informing me that I'm a heartless bastard and trying to get me to give her more time and not be a callous asshole. My friends have my back on this and understand why I'm in the relationship. Am I the a-hole? No, bro. Not at all. Yeah, this has been going on. You've been with her for years. You proposed the first time. She said no, thinking you're not ready for the relationship. Meaning, actually, she's not ready for the relationship. I think she was with this guy purely because it was convenient. And obviously, he was okay. But in her mind, she's holding out for something better. Well, guess what? She's 39, 40 years old at this point. It's not like she's getting any younger, so come on here. So he has every right to walk away. He needs to ignore those a-holes. They're the a-holes here. All these people are gaslighting him. He has every right. But what's going to probably happen is that she's now going to probably finally just come begging him back. And I hope he's not dumb enough to take her back, realizing that she's desperate. And she's like, okay, fine, I'll marry you. No. You want somebody to be enthusiastic. When you propose, if you're going to do that, guys, you want her to be happy with that. Over the moon, giving you hugs and jumping all over you and kissing you and all that. And I might add, focusing on the marriage to you and maybe the life you guys can have together, and if you're younger kids, than just the stupid-ass wedding. No, he's not the a-hole here. Now, some comments. One guy says, not the a-hole. You've been with her for 6 years. She turned you down your proposal twice. You're right to end the relationship. She's not looking for marriage, just a sponsor. You want a wife. You removed yourself from a situation that did not benefit you. Congrats to your future happiness. Be blessed. Exactly. Another one. She doesn't want to marry you. Even if she were to come to you now and say yes, she wouldn't mean it, and she would likely try to sabotage it. Some people just aren't cut out for marriages, and that's okay. Doesn't mean you need to be shackled to one of them if you don't want marriage. But here's the thing. She was babbling on about how she wants to get married. Another one. No, not the a-hole. What's with her baiting you, her wedding talk a year after turning you down, only to turn you down again? Did you ask her? That was really cruel. And she's surprised you didn't sleep in the same bed with her after that? She's incredibly clueless and heartless. It's like she's desperately set you up for disappointment the second time. It makes me wonder if she was enjoying a power trip over you. I think so. He also says she's the heartless bastard. She's the heartless bastard, OP. Tell her friends and family what she did and then block them all. Clear the trash out of your life and move on. My God, she's got nerve. I'm sorry this happened to you. Yeah, he needs to block all her friends and family, giving them shit. End of story. It's not that hard. Click the phone, turning it off, and block. End of story. And one more. Not the a-hole. You gave her years of your time, and she's still not ready, and she still needs more time. If she hasn't gotten on board with the program now, she never will. She will lead you on until you're 95 years old. You did the right thing by ending it. If her friends and family think you're wrong, then tell them to try and marry her for a few years. She had 2 chances, and she refused both times. Find someone who's capable of making a decision and a commitment. End of story. Now, here's the thing, which I have a question about, and I didn't hear anything about this. Was she married before? Did she have a bad marriage before, and therefore she's got major jitters about that whole thing? I mean, still what she's done isn't cool, but I have to wonder that. And let's just say she wasn't married before. Then that tells me something about her. If nobody was interested in marrying her, or she probably turned down lots of wedding proposals all this time up until she's like 40 years old, sounds to me that she probably thinks she's pretty high and mighty and is just waiting around for the next best thing. I mean, what are you fucking kidding me? She's like 40 years old. But anyhow, there you go. He did the right thing. I hope he doesn't take her back.